19-0, 10 by KO. Became the IBF mandatory challenger with a win in October. Here is George Kambosos Jr. George, welcome, and thanks for taking time today for us.
Absolute pleasure, man. Can't wait.
All right, we're going to start with our questions right away. We're going to start with Jose Rodriguez. Jose?
Thank you, Jerry. George, I wanted to ask you, what does it mean for you to face Teofimo at this time in his career, and how's training camp going for you? Thank you.
Look, I'm excited, man, because I've envisioned this for a long time, and I've been demanding and chasing Lopez actually for a long time. I actually said it 2 years ago when we met, and I had that vibe that we're going to fight. I said, this is a future mega fight. I've manifested everything that has come my way, so this is a perfect time. He's just won everything, and what a better time to take everything off him and embarrass him. So I can't wait, man. Training camp has been fantastic. I've sparred way over 100-something rounds already, and I'm ready to fight. I wish the fight was today because I am ready.
Thank you.
All right, our next question is Jeremy Herregis.
Hi, George. Thank you for taking the time to talk. Looking back, I mean, it was October of last year since either of you fought. Obviously, he beat Vasily Lomachenko at that fight. Were there certain things that jumped out at you that maybe you can exploit in your matchup?
Yeah, well, Lomachenko, he threw 3.5 punches in the first 6 rounds. So there's a definite one right there. Throw more punches and fight. The guy was out for 400 and something days. That was not Lomachenko. That was like a half a Lomachenko. And with the one shoulder, we saw it was a half a Lomachenko. Lopez got very lucky that night. Very close fight. And, if Lomachenko pressed him a little bit earlier, we'd be talking about Lomachenko right now. But I saw a lot of holes in his past fights as well, the Nakatani fight. Even the Commey fight, there are holes there. Commey, made a mistake and he got caught. But he could have easily been on the receiving end of that right hand. But I got a great team. I've been in camp for well over 2 months now here in America. And I've been preparing. Like I said, I've been preparing for this fight mentally for 2 years since I met him.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Eduardo Solano.
Hey guys, good day. Nice shirt, George. I'm pretty sure that's a shot to Teofimo Lopez, who was born in Brooklyn. The Lopez family state that you're going down in 3 rounds. How do you feel about the confidence that they're showing? Is this like something that adds extra motivation?
Yeah, look, man, Brooklyn, because I'm more Brooklyn than this kid. He's not from Brooklyn, he's a fraud. He's from here, he's from Davie. He went to school here, he grew up here. All his friends are here. He boxed here. So I don't know where this Brooklyn fake personas come from, but everything about him is very fake. So I thought, you know what? I'm more Brooklyn than him, so I might as well rep Brooklyn as well. Whatever they're saying, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever they're saying, they better hope it's 3 rounds because he's a 3-round fighter. When it comes after 3 rounds and I'm still there and I'm laughing at him and I'm coming forward, then he's in big trouble. He's going to be in very deep waters. And I look forward to drowning him and showcasing what I'm about. Whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, that's not my problem. I'm focused on my game plan. I'm focused on what I'm doing. And I'm coming to win this fight. There's no doubt about it.
All right, next up is Michael Woods.
Hey, George, Jerry, thanks for taking the question. I appreciate it. George, yeah, I detected a little snippet of a Brooklyn accent, I think. When you said something there, it sounded like you're from there. I'm actually in Park Slope, Brooklyn right now. So your shirt, I did see it, and I did note that. So thanks for the explanation on that one. George, I'm interested and curious on this. You seem to have an extra edge for this one. I know we're trying to promote the fight and such, but you do seem to have an extra edge. Will there be any danger of fighting, angry, too passionate, too fired up to hurt this guy? Is that something you've talked about with your trainer?
Like I said, we got a great game plan. I'm cool, calm, collected. When I fight, it's tunnel vision, and whatever raw emotion comes, leading up, I come into that ring with no emotion. I'm ready to win this fight. We've got a great game plan. We've got a great team, and that really has been no stone unturned. Like I said, I'm ready to fight right now. I've been ready to fight since we had the press conference when he wanted to do it the day after. No, let's do it. We'll do it right now. That's why when he stood up, I was ready to stand up and go right then. He's lucky I was holding that mic in my hand, because I'll tell you, I was about to let loose a nice right hand. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight, and I know what I'm going to do. I know what I possess, and I'll tell you now, I'm going to shock the world. The people that don't believe me, they're going to believe me straight after this fight, because I will have all them beautiful belts around me, and I will be the undisputed champion of the world, no doubt about it.
I love the passion, George. Looking forward to a great fight. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey there, George. Appreciate you making some time.
No problem.
I was just curious because I'd noticed the tweet you had a bit earlier on. It was like just shy of a couple weeks ago there. It said 8 years ago today, made my professional debut, and just being in close proximity to this bid to become undisputed champion of the world. I'm wondering how much meaning that has for you personally, just with this title bid being in such close proximity to beginning your fighting journey.
Look, it's been a hell of a journey. 8 years ago, I made my professional debut in a small local club in Sydney with a handful of people. I made all my way through. I've taken a lot of risks to get to where I am today. This has been no easy road. From going as a Manny Pacquiao sparring partner in the Philippines, to going to the US and sparring former champions and world champions and guys that, are hard-ass veterans, and creating my name. All of a sudden, my opportunity comes to get a little more noticed in the US market, and former champions back to back. That's no easy thing to do, to go and fight a former champion with a wealth of experience in their backyard. And I did it. And not only did I do it well, they might have gave a split decision, but I outboxed these guys. I put these guys apart, and I showcased a lot about myself. And I've gone to so many different levels since them fights. We're so close now. This has been a hard road, and I'm putting every bit of myself, in the gym to win this fight. I'm all in. Every bit of me that I have, and I'm coming to win this fight.
Awesome. Appreciate the insights, man.
Thank you.
Next up, Nick Noonan.
My guy, Nick.
What up, George? How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Yeah, very well, mate. Nick Noonan, FightHype.com here. George, I just want to speak a little bit about obviously being based in Miami the last 4 years and explaining to the people around that, you're an Australian fighter but being based in America and not really saying that Teofimo has a home advantage, but you feel in Miami that you will have the home advantage. I want you to have a little bit of a talk about that.
Yeah, this is my home. I've been training here. This is where I've been. I know Miami inside out now. This is my home. He's coming to my backyard. Like I said, supposedly he was born in Brooklyn. I don't know if that's real facts, but he's not from Brooklyn. He came to Davie, which we are in Davie right now. So I'm in his old hometown. And I've been leaving my mark in his old hometown. And all of a sudden he moves and goes somewhere else. So really he doesn't represent anywhere. I represent here Miami. I'm representing Brooklyn. I'm representing Sydney, Australia. I'm representing all the Greek people. I've got the whole world behind me. He's a fraud. He's a fugazi. He's got no home. He's a gypsy. He travels. And we've seen him, man. This kid's got no loyalty, no class. And, like I've been saying, he's a fake. And he'll get exposed June 19th.
All right, next up is Cynthia Conte, Ring TV.
Hi, George. The other day we did speak with Teofimo, and can you talk about, he said that in this fight, you are going to be leaving on a stretcher. Has there been any animosity? Did something happen between you two for you guys to hate each other this much? Can you talk about that, please?
Look, he can say whatever he wants. But that's the voice of a scared little boy. The guy's a kid. He's not a man. And whatever. He wants to say that, all right, I'll go one better. I'm going to put him in a body bag. I'm coming to fight. I'm not Lomachenko. I'm not Nakatani. I'm not Komi. For some reason, I'm afraid of you. I don't fear you one bit. And he saw that firsthand in the press conference. He saw that the day after at the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight when we went head to head. I'm in his head. I've been in his mind for a very long time. And, he's got what I want. Whatever animosity he has for myself, no problem. He can have it. But I am coming to take all his belts, and I'm so fired up for this fight. I'm in great condition. I'm ready to fight right now. And he's got what I want. He's got them belts. I'm ready to take them off him.
All right, best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. All
right, next up, Jeremy Herregis.
Hey, George. So kind of following up on that, calling him a fugazi, if you can kind of elaborate on that, and kind of, you also mentioned the fight against Comey. Do you think that he's benefited from his power, that his power has bailed him out? Is that kind of what you're seeing, or what is it that you're seing?
He's a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is? It's a fraud.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fake. It's a fake. It's a fake persona. The guy contradicts himself all the time. He says one thing for the cameras, wants to be the good boy, then all of a sudden he says another thing. He done the same thing about Manny Pacquiao when he got asked about Pacquiao. Oh, the guy is he's not real. I can't believe he's going to fight Spence. But 2 months ago he was writing him off and saying, "Oh, who's Pacquiao? Kambosos sparring Manny? Big deal. We'll bash Manny Pacquiao." So he's a fraud. He's a fake. What you see with me is real. What you get is real. The way I talk to the person next to me is the way I'm going to talk to the media. Is the way I present myself in the ring. There's no bullshit with me. But with him, there's always these different characters, what you're going to get. So I just see him as a fake. And, like we saw, I'm going to benefit from a lot of his performance. I've seen the mistakes. The Nakatani fight, so many holes. And we talk about the power. Power against two. All right, he caught Comey with a good shot. But what power did he really show in the Lomachenko fight? What power did he show in the Nakatani fight? Yeah, he's showing power against sea-level guys. It's a whole different breed. Hit me with your best shot. Let's see what happens. But when I come back on your ass, then we'll see how you feel.
Thank you for the clarification and best of luck.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, next up, Michael Woods.
George, a follow-up to what Jeremy just hit on there a little bit. Before we started the call, I think we heard a snippet of conversation, and you were saying to someone else, I'm interested in putting this guy in a body bag, I think you said. Who are you talking to there? And that level of, animosity, that level of fire, has it been there comparable for any other fight that you've ever had?
Every fight I come in with bad intentions. So at the end of the day, like I said, this guy has got what I want, what I've put my body through, what I've sacrificed so much, to be here. You got to remember, I've been in the US already for over 2 months. I've been away from my 2 kids, from my pregnant wife. So when he talks about stretchers and talks about all this fake bullshit, then, okay, I'm coming to fight. I'm a warrior. There's no quitting me. But we have seen this kid quit. We have seen him in sparring sessions, been put down multiple times. I've got a lot of footage, which I might expose today. I might show some footage of him getting dropped again, which no one has ever seen. So he's a quitter. Once a quitter, always a quitter. And you saw it against that kid where he put him on his ass. They came back again, then he quit again. So if you've got that quit already inside you, it's gonna show again. When the time gets tough and the going gets tough, it'll come out again. And the June 19th, he's gonna feel it.
George, you're getting me fired up for this damn fight. Thank you.
I'm fired up right now. I'm ready to fight.
Thanks, pal.
All right, next up, James Lupton.
Hey, George, hope you're well. Teofimo seems to have one eye on 140 pounds. He's talking a lot about Josh Taylor. and moving up. Is that an unwanted distraction to favour your benefit? And also, is there any worries from your end that he may miss weight?
Look, he's got so many distractions, man. He's focusing on 140. He's focusing on Devin Haney. He's focusing on Javonte Davis. Then he's focusing about the issues he has with Top Rank and Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Hey, Bob ain't giving you that fight either way. So you better get in line when you lose all your belts and make your way back up at 140. So you think Bob's going to do him a favor? Are you serious? Bob's been talking about Crawford fighting Taylor. So there is no Lopez. Let him focus on whatever he wants. You know, he's got many distractions. I'm only focused on one guy, on one kid. And that's my focus. If he misses weight, then that's his problem. I'm on weight. I'm ready. I'm in perfect condition. And I'm eating well. And I feel great. You saw that photo I put out a couple of days ago. I'm a lean, mean fighting machine. You know, he's got a lot of weight to lose still. And make the weight or not, I'm fighting for them belts. That's all I care about.
Thanks for your time, George. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Next up, Nick Noonan.
George, Nick again, obviously from FightHype.com. Have you seen so much, George? Obviously, you know your opponents backwards. Have you seen a lot change, obviously, about this kid that you refer to in Teofimo Lopez after Lomachenko? Like it was like he won the lottery and changed a lot. And what message have you got for his father, who's been quite vocal about you lately as well?
I got a message for his dad. Fuck you. I don't care about his dad. His dad's a nobody. Never had a fight in his life. I mean, I don't really give a damn about his dad. And like at the press conference when he said something, I said, you're going to be a joke. You're going to be an embarrassment. The whole world sees him as an embarrassment anyway. Look at the comments when he says something. Look at social media. The guy's a laughing stock. So I don't really care about his dad. If he's got a problem, my dad's here too. So him and my dad can have a crack. But I'm focused on taking out Lopez. And there has been a lot of change. You can see it. Every time he's doing a bit of boxing, he's showing something. He's looking around. He's saying, where's the cameras? Quick, let me make sure there's a camera around to showcase myself. He's in the stars, but it's all going to come crashing down June 19th. What a hell of a story. You won all the belts against an injured Lomachenko who hadn't fought for 400 and something days, a small little Lomachenko, an old man. And all of a sudden you lost them all to the Aussie. All the belts in one go. Can you beat that story? I don't think so.
And also, George, how does it feel being an Australian fighter and to somewhat not getting the recognition that you deserve compared to other domestic fighters in this country? And obviously, you knowing and we knowing, the real media, that you're the forefront of boxing behind this nation. How do you feel about that?
Look, I'm the face of boxing in Australia. The mainstream media, if they're going to support me, they'll support me. I got a little bit of it, but at the end of the day, Australia's not the mecca of boxing. You want to make it big, this is the place to make it. And I'm getting a lot of media here in the US, and my name is growing every bit. Every single day it's growing more and more, but I don't focus on that. I focus on what I got in front of me. Lopez focuses on that. He's on the media. He's focused on being a showman, on what his entrance is going to be, on what he's going to do on fight night. I'm only focused on taking this kid out and dismantling him.
Thank you, Nick. Próximo es José Rodríguez de Deporte Total.
Thanks again. George, you talked a lot about early on in the call about your team. So I wanted to know a little bit more about how camp is going, but not in terms of what you have been working on, but the message from your team that it seems like you're so confident, and I believe it's probably because of your team and you believe the work that you're doing right now. So can you talk a little bit more about your team, who's with you, who's next to you, who's talking to you constantly, and just making you feel comfortable before the fight? Thank you.
Look, I've got a great team. You know, my head trainer, Javier Centeno, you know, my assistant trainer, Mick Akaway, who we brought in from Australia. You know, they're with me non-stop. I got my father, who first time in Miami, and he's been with me from day one. He's been by my side. So having that calm voice with me this whole time, tell you, I'm firing in so many different levels. I got my manager, Peter Khan, who's the best manager in the world. You know, I've got a fantastic team here. No egos. We are just focused on one mission. My team in Australia got a great team over there as well who put in the groundwork before I got to the US. We have one vision, one goal, and that's winning the belts. You know, we are loyal. We have loyalty in this team. He does not have loyalty. We all saw what he done to Joey Gamache. What class is that? Joey Gamache helped him for the Commey fight, for the Nakatani fight. He came up with the Lomachenko game plan. He really is the 2020 trainer of the year. And all of a sudden they throw him to the side. Joey, mate, you want a spot on our team? You're more than welcome, mate. Because we show respect to our trainers, to our people that help us get to the top. That's the class that they have. The egos got too big, and you know, it's all going to come crashing down. My team knows it, and most importantly, I know it.
Okay.